With this video abstract, let us walk you through the exciting results which we present in our new research paper published in the Journal of Applied Ecology. Now let's start off by imagining a native river species which is under immense stress caused by a territorial invader. To minimize its competitive interactions with this invader as well as to enhance its own survivability, what options does it have in hand? Well, basically speaking, the species can either move upstream or go downstream. Now this is quite unlike what happens when the invasions occur in landscapes or for that matter the seascapes, wherein the animals have the opportunity to move in almost any direction possible. This is what makes the riverscapes different and calls for an entirely different approach to manage the native species in the riversheds as well as to prioritize stream segments for conservation. Wildlife conservation in the Himalayan nations largely follows techniques specifically designed for the terrestrial fauna to manage their riverscapes. This does not make practical sense and is not convincing, especially understanding the fact how differently the riverscapes behave. This made us come forth with our present research, wherein we build models specifically designed for the stream networks, taking into account the network patterns, confluences, and other topological characteristics to understand the movement directionalities as well as the distributional pattern of a native fish under invasion. We chose the snow trout, a high-altitude Himalayan fish, which is already under immense pressure owing to the habitat degradation, rampant damming, and climate change, just to name a few. As an icing on the cake comes the brown trout invasion. Owing to the infamy of brown trout as a territorial competitor and global invader, we did expect the snow trout to show a disjunct distributional pattern. To test our hypothesis, we made highly precise predictions at every 200 meters across the watershed. Now, what did we find?
Our research boils down to two major findings. First, we predict that the natives are forced to move towards headwaters, and this is making their population highly fragmented in the main channel. And second, we predict 100% overlapping distribution of natives and invasives with a few proportion of habitat left for the natives to occupy. We conclude by making apt and practical solutions for the conservation managers. Foremost, the headwaters should be conserved as an invasion refugia because these waters provide shelters to the native species under invasion. Thus, we suggest conserve the best and restore the rest habitat for the invaded Himalayan watershed. And there should be targeted removal of invasive from the invaded Himalayan segments for active restoration of native habitats. Secondly, as the invasive species are highly promoted in the high altitude Himalayan rivers, therefore a shift in focus from invasive to native angling primacies is required with a landscape to riverscape to social scape approach for effective livelihood generation. We are very excited to see that our predictions matched with our ground truth data that we have collected over the years, and we believe that this research can be replicated in other Himalayan basins for active management solutions. And this is a crux which is brought forth by me and Ashna, and we are always happy to discuss more on this. Please raise interesting discussions with our vibrant team of co-authors, Dr. K. Sivakumar, who correspond this paper, Dr. Johnson and Dr. Ravan.